Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, so I've been struggling a little bit lately to find some inspiration as to what to work on next as a next project or whatever. I feel like I need to take a little break from making the journals and just do some art for myself, art journaling or junk journaling. And so I thought, well, let me take a look at one of these journals that I have recently made and work in that. So that's what we're going to do today. As I was looking through inspiration, trying to find inspiration, I started flipping through these quote stickers that I bought from AliExpress, and one of them kind of caught my eye. It's very fitting for the time of year. It says, flowers always make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. So it's spring. It's officially spring. It doesn't feel like spring yet. And I'm really ready for spring. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and do a floral themed journal page today. So I chose this page because I pulled out some other things. I've got this really pretty floral image that I pulled out of this Paris in Bloom book that I have by Georgiana Lane. If you haven't heard of these, there's a New York in Bloom, a couple others, at least one other, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend that you find one and pick one up. Because yeah, I've actually stocked up. I've got several. Because I'm like, I know I will use them. So anyway, I've got these two things. So then I went looking for some more stuff to kind of maybe use in my journal spread today. And I found these from the Paper Studio. They're just floral embellishments, and I thought, well, I never use these things. I buy them occasionally and then I never use them. So I'm going to try and incorporate that. Sorry, I'll get rid of this so that we don't have the glare. And then also this. So I have a bunch of this Tim Holtz collage paper and I don't really use it very often. So I'm going to use this as well. And then I also have some Sari Silk remnants. And I pulled this one out. I may change my mind and do not even this, or something completely different. I'm not sure, but I feel like that would be a really pretty thing to add as well. So first things first though, I want to kind of get rid of some of this brown. I really like this over here. So I'm just going to use some of this leftover white acrylic paint that I got from the Dollar Tree. And we'll just pretend like it's some gesso, and let me find, here we go, got my hotel card that's no longer being used, and I'm just gonna do this and we'll see what happens. But mostly I'm just trying to kind of get rid of some of this brown. I think I'll probably cover a lot of this, but alright, so this may take 2 coats. Sometimes it just does. The paint always dries clear, more translucent than than when it's wet. So I'm going to dry this and I might do another coat and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have it after 2 coats of the acrylic paint. So I just did it one time, dried it, and then did it again. Okay, so I think at this point I want to put some of this collage paper down, and I really want, obviously, this gorgeous flower to be as prominent as I can get it. Do I want it across the entire thing? I don't know. Well, that is awfully pretty right there. What I would love to have right now that would be great would be a water brush. Do I have one handy is the question. Okay, I don't have a water brush handy, so I'm just gonna take what I have left in my little Tim Holtz spray jar and do it like this, because I do have a paintbrush handy. When you're trying to rip or cut tissue, it's always easiest to just draw a line with some water and let that water dissolve the tissue, and then you'll have a much better cut. So just go like this, and it's nice and frayed and everything. So there we have that. All right, let me put this back. And then I like to use glue stick to put this down. You can use matte gel medium would be another good thing. I might keep this handy because I might add some ink to my page. We'll see. But yeah, I probably want to add some ink because that's awfully white right there, which in junk journal land is bad news bears. I don't love the straight lines though, so I think I'll keep the top straight line and let me get rid of this bottom straight line. See if I have enough water. Nope, I don't. Okay, we're making it up as we go along today, guys. I'm not really very prepared at all for what I'm gonna do today, so it'll be an experiment with all of us. Okay, so got rid of that. Okay, I feel a little better about that now. I do like that it will span the bottom, but I don't like that that's doing that. So what can we do? What do I have? I have this, but that's a bit much. Well, I think we're going to end up adding some ink to our page, because at the moment all I have handy is just this notepad, and it's not even tea dyed or anything, so let me just glue this down now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down using my glue stick, and then come back with some, I have some watercolors sitting right here. This is the Vicky Rice Paint Crush watercolor set. I've bought it and I literally have never used them yet. They're undone. And she does a lot of florals, so I figure these would work well. Paint Crush, Christy Rice. I was close. Christy Rice. Really good watercolorist if you're interested. But yeah. Okay. So let's put some glue down here and get this stuck down. So, what colors are we gonna get here? Let's mix up some color. Let me take some of this. I don't have any water. Let's just use what I got left in here. There we go. That's more like what I wanted. Okay. Okay, so at this point I feel like my colors are a bit brighter than I was wanting. So I think I'm going to, I guess, add some more white to knock it back a little bit. We'll see how this goes. I think it'll be fine, but you know, it's only paper. It's fine. If it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world, right? But yeah, it was just a little brighter than I was wanting, and really what I should be doing is knocking it back with a different wash of color probably, but yeah, we're already down this path, so we're gonna see what comes out of this. Okay, so that is dry now. I don't know how I'm gonna get this folded again. Let me retrain that. Okay, it should be okay. We're gonna have to weigh this down tonight, or today when I'm all done. Okay, so now at this point I'm thinking I really need to kind of put my thoughts together as far as my collage goes. So let me just do that and see what we can come up with here. I do still kind of want to incorporate this, but now I'm wondering if the colors will work at all together. It's so pretty, but I don't know. Oh, maybe like that. Maybe like that, but I don't know that I wanted to span this, and I don't know that I wanted to cover all of that. What I could do is, because this is the other side of that page, it's so pretty, I could tip this in, and then this could maybe go like that. And then this could maybe do something like this. Well, they're not connected really at all, so I'd need to fix that situation. The other thing I could do is maybe something along these lines. Now this is completely covering. Okay, I'm going to just take a little bit of this off because I think I want to use this somehow if I can. Gosh, it's so hard to cut into these. All these little rhinestones. Okay, did it. It's done. Still got a really pretty piece left over. I've got others. I've got a lot of these actually. So if this color isn't quite right, I could easily choose something else. But I think I'm really liking what this is doing here. So let's see. Oops, sorry, you did not see any of that. So I like this. So I'm going to trim this off there. And then we've got this piece here. Now the question is, do I want to cover that with this? Or do I want to cover this with that? I think I like that. And then you don't really want to use, no, I think, okay, so then this maybe could go there. I don't know, I feel like this whole page is kind of not being used, but we'll fix this. So, okay. Yeah, I love this image. This is my favorite flower. The peony is my favorite flower, so that's where I'm kind of struggling right now. All right. I do like what's happening over here, so I am going to glue this down, for better or worse, and we'll deal with what may come. I'm not going to glue all the way to the edge, though, in case I want to tuck something up underneath it. Then I can pull back some of it if I need to. So let's just put that down there. And then we're going to use some Fabri-Tac to adhere this to the page. It's a nice thing about these embroidered fabrics. They've got this space where you can put your glue on the back where you wouldn't see it on the front. Hopefully. We'll see how good of a job I can do here. And just a little bit there. Okay. How did I have this? Like this, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. Got that glued down there. You can still see some of that peeking through. I'm really liking that. Okay, and then now what to do with our, keep that handy, I might need it. What to do with our little saying here. And I do still have these, so I could probably, and because I am who I am, I also pulled out some other things. I have those, I have these stickers, but really I'm kind of almost thinking about these. These are actual flowers, dried flowers, pressed flowers. Or we could maybe incorporate some of the pink over here. Maybe this would help knock back some of that bright pink, actually. Okay, let me see what that might look like. The bright pink is kind of bothering me, I'm not gonna lie. It's very bright pink. And this is just, you're seeing my lack of experience with color and how to handle that kind of thing. Let's see. Do I have any tweezers? Yes. All right. Very carefully. I don't know. It's not doing anything for this pink. I think I need to, how do I knock back that pink and purple without completely ruining everything? I think I need some Distress Stain. But I do like those flowers on there. I'm afraid they're gonna completely deteriorate. This isn't really the kind of journal that would keep them from doing that. So I might not go forward with those. All right, I'm going to go look at my Distress inks and see what I can find. And I'll be right back. know how to feel about it. It's not my favorite. The colors are just not quite what I was really looking for. I don't know. I feel like I want to save these two flowers, but at the same time, nothing's really working. I like having this there, but then there's nothing connecting those two together. So overall, I'm just a little bit stumped. And trying to make something work that's not working. So I don't know. Okay, I need to keep thinking through this, and we'll figure out what happens. You know, sometimes you make pages that you just don't love, and that's okay. I think this will be one of those. Okay, so let's see what I can come up with here. I do love these colors. They're all so pretty. I'm thinking maybe I could somehow do a little bouquet coming out from behind there. So let's see what we can come up with. I also just had an idea. I could do a bouquet and then tie it with some twine or something maybe, and do something like this over here. Maybe these could go there, and then that could come up here. But then everything's at the top, which is kind of strange. You could also do that. I feel like I need a vase. Oh. Wait a second. I might have an idea. Okay, well, I didn't find exactly what I was looking for, but I did find some of these frames that I guess I must have gotten on AliExpress recently, but we could maybe do something like this here. They're pretty ornate, but we might find something that works. So let me look through this and see what I can find. Those are good. That's a good one. Okay, well, I've got a lot of options. So now let me just see what I can come up with here. Okay, so we've got this. We've got room over here. We've got our little bundle of flowers. Before I forget, let me bundle that bundle of flowers with some... Do I want this? I think this one is a little too... I think I want this one instead. This will be tricky. Okay, so we have ourselves a little bouquet. I actually kind of really enjoy that placement right there, but let's see what we come up with as far as all this goes. First, there is this little boogered spot right there. There's another one right there. If I put it there, I'm definitely going to cover all of this, which I don't know that I really want to do. We could do something like that. We could do something like this. I don't love that, but I also don't hate it. What if we did like that? No, that's gonna cut off. This actually shows more of the quote better. Oh, there were two of them. The other thing I could do is not put the quote behind, but put the quote on top. So if we did that, let's see what that might look like here. No, I don't like that. Could do it like this, but then we're covering a lot of that flower. I don't want this one, I don't think. Okay, I think I like the oval. I do like the more ornate because that would tie in with that a little bit better. So I think I'm leaning towards that idea. Not square. So then do we like maybe this color instead? Use my tweezers. I don't like that color at all. Okay, I think we have a winner. So now I'll just fix that with some ink or something. Now let me glue this down. I think we're getting there, guys. And glue this down with some Fabri-Tac. And just press that down for a second. And then I did like having this behind the frames, so I feel like I should probably ink this. Let's see what I got. We got some hickory smoke here, that'll work. Actually, let's just, make it even worse. Okay. Rub that in there. Rub that in there. Knock back some of the... make them even worse than they were. Hey, it's all an experiment. It's alright. Only thing lost here is my time, so and that's fine. Okay, find this glue because I know this is not going to stick forever. And now my glue wants to give me trouble. Here we go. Okay, so put that there. And then put this around that. Did I put that down in the wrong spot? Probably. Oh. Move that over just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, let me just glue this down, and I think we'll be nearly done, but this still is kind of bothering me, so, whoops, don't cover my, well, okay, let's move this up just a little bit. Can we move this up? Move that up just a little bit. Okay, whew, boy. It's a comedy of errors today. Okay, we've got ourselves a quote and a frame, and I want to fix this. So what I'm thinking is maybe these flowers that I pulled out, these flower stickers, may come in handy here. Because I've got, these are smaller. These are not going to work as well. I think this one keeps kind of calling out to me, and I could maybe somehow do something where we incorporate some of the purple over here, bringing it around. Well, I don't know that I want to cover all that, but I like that idea. So let me see what I can find in here. We don't maybe need that big of a sticker. We could do something like that. We could do, oh, those are pretty. I see a purple something behind here. We could do that. Yeah. Let's put that in there. Just do ourselves a little bouquet on the other side. Ooh, that's a pretty one. There's 2 of those. So, okay. And then those are different. All right. So let's just do ourselves a little bouquet there. Maybe. I think I got more than I need, but c'est la vie. Okay, and just, I'm kind of thinking of bringing this idea down, I guess, further. I don't know what I like about, I don't know if I like that. It's very flowery. Let's see. Maybe rearrange this just a little bit. Maybe put this over here and this one over here. Okay, well, let's start sticking things down and see what it looks like. Hopefully it'll stick. Let's use some glue. Oops, okay. I don't know that this one needs much glue because, well, maybe stick that under there. Oh, let me put this down. We could just do that. Let me do that. I'm not getting this purple over here, but what do we think about? Actually, I like that better. Okay. So let me put this one down first. I think we have a finished product. It's not really at all what I had intended, but it's along the same lines. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today and creating this spread in my junk journal. It's a lot brighter than I wanted, but actually I don't mind too much. I do like the purple color over there and that it kind of bleeds into the pink. I don't know, it's interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the time together, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.